Hello everyone, this is Tanya with the Books and Brown Liquor. Welcome to another chapter of Books and Brown Liquor. Thank you for tuning in. Today's video is my book review of Layla by Colleen Hoover. Layla by Colleen Hoover. I had so many mixed feelings about this book. So in a nutshell, this book is described as a paranormal love story. So I'm like, what the hell that mean? What? Okay. So at first the story, it starts out so beautifully. It's so beautifully. The people met, they fell in love. Okay, let me back up. So our main character, his name is Leeds, like the town in England. And he falls in love with a girl named Layla, like instantly. She's amazing. She's cool. She's mad cool. She's beautiful. She has a great personality. Love her sense of humor. So I get it. They fall in love, right? Then a series of events take place that lead to her battling some health conditions. So their relationship is pretty much altered after she is battling these health conditions, right? And I'm being very vague on purpose because I don't want to give any of it away, because I think the less you know going in, the better the story unfolds. So yeah, love story, some shit goes down, she's battling this health condition, right? So he decides, in order for her to get better, he's going to take her back to the place where they first met, which is like this old bed and breakfast, a beautiful bed and breakfast where they first met, out in the middle of nowhere. There's your first sign, okay? Anyway, so paranormal, right? They get settled in to this bed and breakfast and all is well, but plot twist, he starts noticing there is some activity going on around the house, right? And instead of getting the fuck out, no, we gotta investigate. So this presence, if you will, makes itself known to him, right? And I'm thinking, when I see stuff moving around my house, if I suspect that there is paranormal activity, I'm thinking I might sage, maybe call Ed and Lorraine Warren, maybe call Ghostbusters, bitch, I don't know. But I never thought, let's communicate. If you can hear me, do this. If you understand, it was like he was communicating with this presence, if you will, right? And I'm not gonna give any more about that, but basically this escalates, it goes on. What I will say is that what conflicted me with the story initially, because halfway through the book, I was like, yo, what the fuck? No, I'm not feeling this at all, because halfway through the book, I literally started to hate him because I felt like there were certain lines that he crossed that you just don't cross. There were boundaries that I felt like he was violating. And that was pissing me off. Like halfway through the book, some of the things that he was doing, I wanted to mule kick him in his chest. I was like, he has lost his fucking mind. Okay, she should leave him. Get the fuck out now while you can. Like he is losing his mind. The bullshit that he is doing. Okay. So after I got past wanting to mule kick him in his chest, there are some revelations that come forth. And then it starts to make sense why it's called a paranormal love story. I don't want to give away too much because I think the less you know going in, the better the story unfolds. But after wanting to mule kick him, and once I got over that, once you get to the conclusion of the book, it makes sense. It makes sense. But I think that if you quit in the middle of the book and you don't follow it through, you're going to hate the fucking story. You're going to think he's a madman. And that's going to ruin it. But if you can get past all the crazy, all of the line crossing and all the stupid shit he was doing, okay, if you can get past that and get to the end, it does make sense. And to me, it was worth it. So again, I had mixed feelings. In the beginning, I was like, bitch, this a 2. This a 2. This a 2. Once I got to the end, I wasn't like in love with this story, but it was an interesting concept. It was an interesting love story. It was different. It was an interesting concept. It kind of reminded sorry. I want to say it kind of reminded me of Wuthering Heights, but I don't want to give too much away. If you've read Wuthering Heights, you're probably suspicious, but it kind of reminded me of Wuthering Heights. Anyway, like I said, this book was very unique. It was very unique. I don't think I've ever come across this type of premise. So it was unique. I think the writing was good. Well, the writing made sense. This wasn't my favorite book, but I am glad I read it because it was very interesting. It was a very unique concept. So I will say, Colleen Hoover, it was pretty good. I give it a 3.5. I wasn't in love with it, but in the end, it made sense. I liked Verity better. I liked Verity better, but I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I read it. I needed like a little taste of something different. So this was my little dose of something different. So that concludes my book review of Layla. I saw lots of mixed reviews on this book, and I definitely see why. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I can see why. So anyway, that concludes my book review of Layla. Thank you for watching. I wish you good reading. Bye.